welcome to day 2 of docent/Kansas Master Naturalist training. Take a look at your schedule of what we've got coming up. Today is General Ecology. I will always put a rundown of what we're going to do today and what's coming up in the future, but always keep your blue schedules with you so you can kind of keep track of what's happening with things as well. We will be, you're going to be getting like a full lecture on General Ecology today, so if you want to take notes, Colleen doesn't need to take notes, but if you want to take notes, we do have clipboards and we do have pencils available for you to write on, because you're going to be getting a fair amount of information thrown at you. So today, General Ecology, then we'll take a break. We do have coffee and cookies in the kitchen. If you've not been in this building before, this is the Holbert Center. And I'll tell you a little bit more about this at the break, but we do have a kitchen and bathrooms, very handy, through this door and around the stairs, so just keep going until you find them. So we'll have a break, and then when we come back, we will introduce ourselves, and we'll let everybody know what our motivation was for being here, why we want to be a docent or a Kansas Master Naturalist, and what path we took to get here. Other upcoming events / announcements. There is burn training going on today at 10 o'clock, and Dr. Jean Town, our fire chief, our Konza Prairie fire chief, and Dyson, her manager, will be doing that. And what it is giving kind of an overview of what's going to happen for burning on Konza this spring, and it kind of reminds everybody of what they need to remember as volunteers. Nancy sneaking in. We are recording that. Chad is going to record that for us, and that will be put up on YouTube. So that'll be another entertaining Jeantown video on YouTube if you haven't seen his others. Have you seen this? His others are pretty entertaining. You know when you're snowed in. Watch G. Poor Doreen, he's got to live.
It's not fun. That's
Mrs. Town. He's one of our highly valued docents. Okay, Thursday, February 28th, we're going to try again to have the Konza Experience training. We had it scheduled for this past Thursday, but unfortunately we had the now so-called Blizzard of Oz hit, and so we had to cancel it and reschedule it for this coming Thursday, February 28th. We meet at the Flint Hills Discovery Center. Whenever you see that acronym, that's Flint Hills Discovery Center. We will be meeting there at 9 o'clock, going over their portion of the program. If you don't remember what the Konza Experience is, it is a collaboration between Konza Prairie and the Flint Hills Discovery Center, where one group visits both places on the same day in an attempt to get a quick but thorough review of the tall grass prairie. It can be any age group. It can be from, I think we kind of decided the youngest might be like 4th grade, but it could go all the way up to 99, 4th grade to grade 99. Because it's fun. When you get to the Flint Hills Discovery Center, you are given a worksheet, which is a scavenger hunt of sorts, where you are tasked with finding the answers to the questions that relate to the tallgrass prairie and Konza Prairie, the answers being in the displays of the Flint Hills Discovery Center. And so you find those answers, hopefully gaining some knowledge about the topic along the way, rather than just getting the answers and writing them down. And then they watch the movie, the immersive experience, which kind of has as its culmination, the screen opens up. It starts out as a regular screen, and then the screen opens up and widens until you get this full panoramic view of, and it was filmed on Konza, this full panoramic view of Konza Prairie. And so our part of it is, once they're done at the Flint Hills Discovery Center, they come to actually see the prairie. And we reinforce the concepts that they got there at the museum. They get They don't get the worksheet immediately. They get broken down into groups and they go off on a hike. The beauty of this is that it doesn't matter where they hike. They can hike anywhere. They can go up Butterfly Hill, they can go up the nature trail, they can go any direction up the nature trail. We don't care. All they have to do is go out 30 minutes. The docent, the leader, feeds them information, about the 3 things that impact the tall grass prairie, what the most abundant herbivore is on Konza Prairie, the largest but most abundant herbivore. It'll get them to see things. And then we want them to get to the top of a hill and spread their arms and experience the immersive experience for real. So that's really our goal, is to get them to the top of the hill. And then when they get down, they're 30 minutes out, turn around, 30 minutes back. That's why it doesn't matter where they go. Just get to them to the top of the hill. Then they get the worksheet. We all sit down and we talk about the answers and kind of pull everything together. So that's the Konza experience. We'll be going over that this Thursday, meeting at the Flint Hills Discovery Center at 9 o'clock, then driving out here to do our part of it. You'll get to see the worksheet and we'll run through it. And we're also going to talk about, if the weather permits, we're going to talk about our newest program, Watching Wildlife on the Prairie. Watching Wildlife on the Prairie, I think I've mentioned it before, is going to take the place of our stream macroinvertebrates, because we have no stream macroinvertebrates without the stream. 10 inches of snow equals 1 inch of rain, so I guess we're at half an inch of rain, roughly. Not enough rain to get our macroinvertebrates back in the stream. So we had to come up with something. We've got 30 brand new pairs of binoculars. We're going to go over how to teach a child to use binoculars and to see things. So we'll talk about that on Thursday. So join us if you'd like. Okay. Next Saturday. Okay, next Saturday, remind me, it's geology, is it not? Geology with Dr. Keith Miller. Keith is one of our docents. He was a new docent last year and graciously has agreed to be our geologist on call. And so he's going to be giving the presentation next week. You've got his article in your docent handbook. So feel free to take a look at that and prepare yourself for it. And then hopefully, if the weather agrees, I'm desperate to get you guys outside. We need to go outside afterwards and do a geology hike. And the best geology hike is Butterfly Hill. So get you guys out there. So, waders, hip boots, I don't care. Come prepared. We're going outside. Joe's going outside. Right, Joe? Joe was ready to go outside.
We could have gone today.
I know he was ready. He had on long johns. He was ready to go. My thermometer, I don't know if you guys saw the temperature this morning. When I left my house, it was 3.
I think I had 4.
Like, well, all right. Okay, so that's what's coming up. Just to make things interesting, don't you love it when people say that? Just to make things interesting, in the future, we're going to start having little quizzes, since you're getting official material now. So to keep your interest and to keep you awake, we're going to have quizzes. So next week, expect a quiz over General Ecology. So you have to pay attention.
You have to remember all week.
You have to remember all
I remember that well.
Troublemaker. Remember it all week. Hey. Okay. So I'm going to dim the lights so you can see my slides. But I also like to write on the board, so we'll see how this goes. Oh, that's really dim, isn't it? But you can see the slide a whole lot better. I tried to not have butt shots. I figured that wasn't a true butt shot. kind of off to the side. But this was our last summer's teacher's workshop. And the teacher's workshop is designed to bring in new teachers and to teach them the hands-on science activities, the SLTER activities. Is there something, Chuck?
Should we have to turn this thing on?
Oh,
Sorry.
no problem. Okay, in Sean's defense, I totally set him up. I thought it was the same as the camera last week, and it was completely different, so it's not his fault. For Sean. Okay, so the teachers workshop, they actually do all the activities that the kids are going to do, and they have a ball. So there's Drew Clark, one of our docents, and we're catching macroinvertebrates, and they're just having the best time ever. Now, one note about this, we're not going to do a teacher's workshop this summer for the best of reasons. We're full, meaning we have every day that we could possibly schedule, we're getting scheduled. So if we were to bring in new teachers and new classrooms, I don't know where we'd put them. So it's a good reason. So we're going to kind of wait and see how things go this summer to see if we need to do another teacher's workshop next year. We may just end up doing them every other year. But these teachers were all spitfires. They all have brought multiple classes so far. Okay, so ecology. This is an ecological research site, so it stands to reason that we should all have a fairly good understanding of ecology. And we always like to, at least I always like to start with the origin of the word. I don't know how well your vision has adjusted, but I love whiteboards and I love writing on whiteboards. The word ecology originates from the Greek word oikos, which means home. And anytime you get ology in a term, it means study of. So ecology literally means the study of the home. It is an advanced level, an advanced type of biology. So biology, there's our ology, and bio, and so what does bio refer to? Okay, so biology is the study of life. Ecology is a highly advanced type of biology. It is looking at how all the different types of life interact. And it looks at the organization of life. And here's just one slide showing the organizations. I like to adapt my organizations to a little closer to home, to a prairie environment. Ecologists have to organize things. Organization of life. They organize a life, and then they put the life into systems. But first, let me talk about organization of life. The very basic type of organization is the organism. Instead of a penguin, and I can never find, I just need to be an artist to make my own slides, I can never find the one I want for this. My organism, instead of a penguin, we're going to have a prairie dog.